Tonight at 9, COVID-19 has been hurtful to several Muncie businesses. Hear how some are trying to recover.
And students living in the dorms could see a new unusual animal around. You'll get to meet him tonight.
And we're tracking a cold front to bring some rain chances tomorrow, and that's also going to usher in some much more fall-like temperatures. How cool will it get? All the details coming up in my forecast.
From the heart of Ball State University, live from the Unified Media Newsroom, NewsLink Indiana starts right now.
Indiana officials expressing concern with the positivity rate in communities with college campuses. Good evening, I'm Alex Almanza.
And I'm Annie Keister. Thank you so much for being with us. Even at one point, Health Commissioner Dr. Christina Box pointed out to a model showing Delaware County might be heading in the wrong direction. NewsLink Indiana's Tyler Brummett is live for us tonight in the newsroom. Tyler, what exactly was talked about today at the State House?
Really, Dr. Box and Christina Holcomb, they're really concerned that things could just get out of hand if students don't start taking this more seriously. Now, during today's briefing, Box said cases among high school and college students are on the rise. The state health commissioner alluded to this resulting in Delaware County having the highest positivity rate in the state at 10.5%. The second highest is Monroe County, which is where IU is located. Both counties saw their positivity rate spike when students returned last month. Governor Eric Holcomb and Dr. Box say this trend isn't a surprise.
This is likely because these age groups are less likely to observe social distancing, don't wear their masks regularly, and have larger social bubbles. We hope to gain a better understanding of where these cases are occurring.
The virus has not changed. It's we have. And the more that we do, and the more that we do the things that work, the better off we'll be.
And these comments really come just days after videos like the one you're seeing right there on your screen were circulating all over social media at Be Here Now in Muncie. As we reported on Monday, these videos show a large group of people, many not wearing masks or practicing that physical distancing. The Delaware County Health Department has since reminded that business of those state health guidelines. The governor and Dr. Box did not mention this particular incident. Now, Annie and Alex, let everyone know that Governor Holcomb and Christina Box, they will be holding another briefing next week on Wednesday at 2:30. Guys, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Tyler Brummett live in the studio. Thank you very much. If you want to rewatch Holcomb's entire briefing, you can find it on the NewsLink Indiana Facebook page.
And despite Delaware County having the highest rate of cases, the active cases on campus seem to be declining. For the second day in a row, there were no new coronavirus cases for students or employees reported through Ball State's partnership with IU Health. The university says 5 more tests were administered. There were 4 new student self-reported cases, bringing the total to 963 cases since August 17th. There have been an estimated 892 recoveries and an estimated 71 active cases, which is 22 less than yesterday.
Small businesses have been hit especially hard during the pandemic, some even struggling to stay in business. NewsLink Indiana's Angelica Gonzalez spoke to owners who need things to get better.
The pandemic has affected many people, especially small businesses. A couple of businesses in the village were willing to share their story. Queer Chocolatiers co-owner Morgan Ronnie shares her story.
I reached out to my landlord for assistance to see what he was able to do for me to either defray costs or split up payments or to use my security deposit in lieu of some things, and he with full capability and rights to his own, he decided not to help. And I sent a newsletter out to people who subscribe to my newsletter and said, I really don't know about the future of Queer Chocolatier. But within 72 hours, a GoFundMe was set up for us. The idea of doing a walk-up business, but I don't know the wisdom in that because people would congregate on the sidewalk, and I don't know if that would be a safe way to serve customers either. So I do feel torn between the responsibility of making money for the business and being safe for the community.
Another restaurant down the street, Chava's Mexican Grill, shares what action they took in the beginning of the pandemic.
When we reopened, too many people are scared about the COVID-19, so they don't want to come out and buy some food. And we was very, very slow because we care about our employer. And it was like 25%.
Most of these restaurants encourage people to be safe and come and support their business. In Muncie, Indiana, Angelica Gonzalez, NewsLink, Indiana.
You can help support small businesses in the Muncie area. We've got more information on ballstatedaily.com.
Another local high school is making changes after several students were quarantined. Blackford County Schools tweeted today saying students will use at-home blended learning on September 17th, 18th, and 21st. All extracurricular events are canceled during that time. This decision comes one day after Muncie Central High School announced football will be postponed for the next 2 weeks.
Big Ten football will soon be back. The conference reversing course today with a major announcement.
NewsLink Indiana's sports director Blake Dahlier joins us in studio tonight. Blake, what are you learning?
Well, thanks, Alex and Annie. Yeah, some good news for the Big Ten. On August 11th, the Big Ten Conference announced that all fall sports will be postponed until spring. But after a conference between league chancellors and presidents on Wednesday morning, it was decided in a unanimous vote that the Big Ten will play football in 2020. The Big Ten plans to kick off the football season the weekend of October 24th. Each team will play 8 games with no weeks off and a cross-division game. Their goal? To complete the season before the December 20th selection day for the college football playoff. Players and staff will undergo daily rapid testing, which will begin on September 30th. The Big Ten will use a color-coded system, green, orange, and red, for both team positivity rates and population positivity rates. If a team's rate exceeds 7.5% or the population's positivity rate exceeds 5%, the team must pause practices and competition for 7 days. Andy and Alex?
All right, Blake, thank you so much. The cleanup begins following destruction left behind by Hurricane Sally. The now tropical storm made landfall this morning and continues to move inland. Chris James has the latest.
With winds of 105 miles per hour, Hurricane Sally slammed into the U.S. Wednesday morning, pummeling southern Alabama and the Florida Panhandle as it slowly crawls further inland, moving northeast, threatening catastrophic flooding.
I will tell you it's bad. It's going to take a considerable amount of time to clean up from this.
In Escambia County, Florida, a section of the 3-mile bridge that connects Gulf Breeze to Pensacola is missing. Damage being seen elsewhere as well, with many roads flooded, power lines down, trees toppled.
We just heard a loud thud hit the house and vibrated the wall where we were sleeping. And her grandma woke up screaming that something fell on the house. I mean, it was just scary.
With Sally's slow pace, generally 3 miles per hour, some areas have already collected more than 24 inches of rain and could receive up to 35 inches by the storm's end.
Right now, the conditions are very dangerous. We have been receiving calls through our 911 center that there's a lot of requests, but at this time, because of the high winds, because of the amount of flooding that we're seeing, our responders right now are having to stage because it's so dangerous.
Nearly 27 million people from the Gulf coast of Virginia now under flood or flash flood warnings as Sally continues to spiral.
And while we are seeing some of those serious weather conditions across the nation, back here in Indiana, we're just seeing those stagnant September temperatures.
Oh yeah, and it's going to look pretty nice over the weekend. Some sunny but cooler temperatures for that. We have Nathan Gidley with us in the studio. Nathan, good evening.
Yeah, Alex and Annie, things are nice and quiet here, and I'll have more details on why Sally has avoided our area and what's been a dangerous situation down here. But looking outside here tonight, 66 here in Muncie, 65 in Indianapolis, and 69. Good evening to you in Cincinnati. As we see temperatures drop off into the 50s overnight tonight. A very nice, comfortable night here ahead. Only a few high to mid-level clouds here on the radar right now. Seeing some haze as well from those California wildfires. We're going to be tracking a cold front to move through here tomorrow. More details coming up that in my full forecast as we track some rain chances in association with that front, as well as some cool temperatures on the way. Going to feel a lot more fall-like here across the area, as well as plenty of sunshine in the forecast. All those details coming up in my full forecast a little bit later on in the show.
All right, Nathan, thank you so much.
In moments, one student is taking the phrase emotional support animal to new heights. Hear how a bird is helping out.
And a popular chocolate brand is releasing products that encourage you to play with your food. What items you can expect next.
Riding the bus is an easy thing to do. Last year, we carried 60,000 riders from the Ball State area. 50,000 of those were students. Anywhere you want to go, Mitts will take you there.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Welcome back. College can be stressful, but for some students, having an animal can make it a little easier. NewsLink Indiana's Tara Konieczny spoke with a student on campus who has an emotional support.
In the halls of the Woodworth complex at Ball State University, you see many regular sights, but it's only on a rare occasion you get to see a little fellow with 2 legs, wings, and a beak walking around.
I'd wanted a bird for a long time just because I thought they were good pets, easy to take care of.
Dove the parakeet isn't just a pet. He serves as an emotional support animal for Olivia throughout college.
So if I'm upset or something, a lot of times he'll actually come and get me, jump off his cage or something like that. And so, we'll just he'll usually cheer me up that way.
Now, don't get this confused with a service animal like a dog or cat. Dove is there to cheer Olivia up emotionally when she's having a bad day, and when walking around the complex, stays right by her side for comfort.
So with service animals, they usually do tasks for the person. He doesn't really do anything. It's just the fact of having something to take care of that helps me.
Although Dove can't physically do anything for Olivia, when she's studying, he makes sure to be right there.
If I have papers or something, he'll jump off his cage and come over and start playing with the papers, or he'll take my pencil, run away with my pencil. It's just kind of a good stress reliever.
And when we asked how Dove is adjusting to college and the dorm life, well, he's doing just fine.
But if he's on my shoulder, people will come up and be like, "Oh, he's so cute," and he's actually helped me made a couple friends. So,
in Muncie, Tara Konieczny, NewsLink, Indiana.
And according to Merrill, parakeets can live up to 15 years, so it looks like Olivia and Dove will be sticking together for a while.
A lost phone finds its way back to its owner, but it was loaded with pictures taken by the last thing you'd imagine. The phone was loaded with monkey selfies, the 20-year-old student told Reuters. He woke up to find his smartphone gone. When he tried to call it later, he heard it ringing in the jungle behind his house. And that's when he found the selfies. But the money shot was a video clip of the culprit attempting to eat the phone. Apple sells a lot of services, but they've recently unveiled a new subscription service that will bundle them all. It will be called Apple One. The service comes at 3 prices. A monthly plan will cost $14.95, coming with Apple Music, Arcade, and TV Plus services. It'll also include 50 gigabytes of iCloud storage. A family plan goes for $19.95, which will allow it to be shared by 6 members and 200 gigabytes of storage. And the top tier for $29.95 a month includes those services, plus news, fitness, and subscriptions. It'll also give 2 terabytes of data storage. Apple is also offering the new service on a 30-day free trial.
Hershey will celebrate the holidays with some new products this year. The candy maker is releasing at least 9 different holiday options. One is a new flavor of Hershey's Kisses, the Sugar Kiss. There will also be 2 new interactive candy bars, the Hershey's Milk Chocolate Build a Santa and Cookies and Cream Build a Snowman candy bars. New Reese's and Kit Kat products will also be available. They are estimated to be on shelves nationwide in October, and their prices will vary. And I'll take the candy for now. I'm not sure I'm ready for that winter weather. Nathan?
Oh, got me excited for fall and winter now. So if you're looking to head outside with all those animal stories earlier, to walk the dog or take your parakeet out too, a nice night for that. We're going to have more details coming up in my forecast here after the break.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Or maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
One in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse,
Yes.
you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Welcome back. You're taking a look at campus, but let's go ahead and take another look at weather. Nathan?
Yeah, as we transition here to weather, a nice night outside tonight as we take a look here, just seeing a few high-level clouds and some haze as well from that wildfire smoke. We do see the cold front, though, positioned off to the north and west. That's going to start to bring in some changes here tomorrow. And high pressure there off to the southeast. That's keeping us dry here and keeping Hurricane Sally here away from us. Just an incredible view here over here, seeing some devastating conditions there and some historic flooding as well. Now, as we time out the cold front here tomorrow, by the time we get to the day tomorrow morning, could see a few isolated showers, especially off to the north here. A few hit or miss showers throughout the night, not expecting any widespread precipitation here tomorrow. Just a few showers or thunderstorms throughout the afternoon hours. Should be mostly dry for most locations, and we start to clear up here by tomorrow evening. It'll be a windy day as well, as we see current temperatures here right now. Those 66 here in Muncie, 63 in Fort Wayne, and 62 degrees there in Kokomo. A nice night ahead tonight if you're looking to get the campfire going or fire up the fire pit here, as we do see temperatures dropping into the lower 60s and into the upper 50s there by 1 a.m. Winds out of the southwest at 3 to 5 miles per hour. Through the day tomorrow, we're going to see temperatures rise into the 60s. A few isolated showers there by your lunch hour, clearing off by the evening. So if you have plans to go outside and tee it up tomorrow evening, that's going to be the best time of the day tomorrow. As we head into tomorrow night, look at these temperatures, though. Decreasing clouds dropping into the lower 40s. That's the big story heading into this weekend. These fall-like temperatures are going to feel very good. A nice taste of fall here as we see temperatures stay in the 60s here for your Friday. Let's continue all weekend with lows dropping in the lower 30s, or excuse me, the lower 40s. We could see some temperatures dropping in the upper 30s. We're getting excited here over these fall-like temperatures. Certainly heading into the weekend as well. Temperatures remaining in the 60s for highs. Lows dropping into the 40s and highs as well back into the 60s for your Sunday as well to wrap up the weekend. The countdown, though, to fall is on. I'm already getting ahead of myself here with these fall graphics. We do have 6 days to fall, so really excited for that. Get out those jeans, and that jean weather's coming here this weekend. Our only chance for rain here is on Thursday with that isolated chance as the cold front moves through. Real refreshing air, though, moves in here as we end the week here, heading into the weekend. 64 on Friday, 66 on Saturday, 69 Sunday. Temperatures staying in the 60s there all weekend. Back up into the 70s next week, just a few clouds there Tuesday and Wednesday. Just a wonderful, gorgeous fall-like forecast here over the next 7 days.
Thank you, Nate. Tonight in sports, what a Ball State sportscaster is supposed to do without Ball State sports.
And some local football after the break.
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to theshelterpetproject.org and meet if you are in a shelter near you. Harlow, oh, she's one great listener and loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to theshelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
Problems. The ones nobody talks about at cocktail parties. We go looking for them. No matter the obstacles, no matter the odds, we surround a community's most critical problems, and we fight. United Way fights for the health, education, and financial stability of every person in every community. Will you?
It doesn't take a scientist to cure hunger or a fancy economist to create safe housing. It takes imagination, creativity, sweat equity. When I think of kids going to school hungry, hunger, homelessness, in this land of plenty, seriously? Come on, we could fix this. Help out, or don't. The choice is yours.
Weeknights, NewsLink Indiana brings you the news before you go to bed.
But Friday mornings, you're waking up with Cardinal weather. We've got the latest news headlines.
Freezing temperatures have set in all the way down in Louisiana.
One man dead after flooding in Venice, Italy.
Up to the minute weather conditions.
Cold temperatures are the story this morning.
And of course, lots of fun.
It is not
What
funny.
on earth is happening there?
I feel sorry for the little guy.
I've got my socks on. Annie with her curly hair, which is actually never curly. Join us Friday mornings at 8 on Facebook Live.
Welcome back on Sports. Ball State broadcaster has found himself less busy with no sports. NewsLink Indiana's Blake Dahlier color coordinated the story.
There's a weird mix of disbelief and inevitability, I think, because you didn't quite know what was happening, but you also kind of saw it coming.
It's a day that this Ball State commentator won't soon forget.
At that point in time, I don't know what was going through my mind.
Ever since the season canceled back in March, Joel Gaudette has been working remotely. But now, he wants nothing more than to come back to his home, away from home. Inside these doors of John E. Worthen Arena, where he calls play-by-play for Ball State basketball.
The women for Ball State basketball played their first round MAC tournament game in Cleveland on, I think that Wednesday night it was, and we went out to dinner after the game.
After they sat down to eat, they realized something. It could be their last meal as a team, and possibly a nightmare scenario on the court.
We all kind of looked at each other and said, we're not going to play tomorrow night, are we?
Gaudette's job turned livelihood, gone in the blink of an eye.
This is what I do, and it's how I identify. And you don't have that right now, and it's this weird sense of trying to kind of figure out where you are and what you're supposed to be doing.
Every day that goes by is another day closer to next season. Getting ready for it will be a little bit of a different approach.
Ready to go, somebody will tell me, and at that point in time, I'll put my running shoes on, and I'll stretch, and I'll walk to the starting line, and wait for the gun to go off.
When sports come back, they will be back all at once, which means Gaudette will be back on the air, full steam ahead. In Muncie, Blake Dahlier, NewsLink, Indiana.
According to plan, fall sports will be back this spring. A 1-2-3 finish in any sport is a difficult feat to achieve. Now add in teams and schools that are bigger than you, and that just adds to the impressive achievement. that the Wapahani boys cross country team achieved last Tuesday. The Wapahani boys cross country team has competed in the Delaware cross country meet against teams such as Yorktown and Delta, but this did not stop them from keeping their eyes on the prize. The boys ended up finishing 1, 2, 3 in the meet and won the meet overall as a team.
The best part of this county, we went 1, 2, 3. All of them now have won a meet of their own this year. So they're competitive with each other, but they're supportive of each other too. And that really drives a lot of their success.
We look to keep this momentum going all the way through the conference and into sectionals, which will take place October 10th. COVID-19 has caused a few cancellations in high school football, which has caused an update to Friday's schedule. Muncie Central was scheduled to play Indianapolis Arsenal Tech this Friday, but canceled the next 2 weeks due to COVID-19 concerns. Delta faces Mount Vernon, Yorktown will take on Newcastle, and Blackford, who has canceled all practices, faces off against Madison Grant, and all are home games this Friday and will start at 7:30. Now, Alex, there's a lot of football going on this Friday. Which one are you looking forward to the most?
Well, of course, I'm always looking forward to the Delta game this Friday, that's for sure.
I'm definitely looking forward to Delta, 2 undefeated teams that are taking each other on.
All right.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just like the rules to surviving Zombieland, there are steps you can take to be prepared for an emergency.
It's the right thing to do.
Talk with your family to make a plan. Look for safe areas to meet up if separated. And stock up on supplies. It's never too early to get prepared, so start now.
Right now? Right now.
You can't predict emergencies, but you can be ready.
You're welcome, America.
Visit ready.gov today to learn more.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back. Now, back to school is always an adjustment, but this year has been extra tough. One florist in Maine is doing her part to make it just a little brighter for teachers. Barbara Kirchesney is the owner of Bud Connection in Maine and is surprising school teachers with flowers. She has 26 schools on her delivery list. That's about 750 employees. It's the best way she knows how to say thank you to those in a profession that's becoming more challenging during the pandemic, and it just goes to show that that extra mile can make a big difference.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, Nathan Gidley is in the studio with us once more. Nathan, how's it looking out there?
Yeah, that extra temperature can make a big difference, especially when it comes to this cool weather as we get down to the mid-60s for your Friday. Staying in the 60s over the weekend, rising back in the 70s next week. Just an outstanding forecast, Alex and Annie.
Thanks, Nathan. We'll take it.
Well, that's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to join us again tomorrow night at 9, streaming live on the NewsLink Indiana Facebook page.
And for news anytime, anywhere, go to ballstatedaily.com. Have a great night.